Other for your crowd by Visa like about commenting or subscribe to our channel now. A lawyer Thaddeus, or a mama lawyer, or sound so NDC lawyer, ready in Sembebre, among I didn't send me able to drive if I OSP can see Jabin, then send me or Becca can investigation be or I thought about a young family like in a furata at home now. And no lawyer Thaddeus are the same. Osha, Equosia, Osha, and family council, but they able to join or did he say? OSP went me acted by law because same people over Beckham or say reading former minister in the house no is state but she say that comment to making where the right comment I sent OSP to make it now sounds like I say obey a press conference agency or Beckham simply equal investigation be no why then a guitar ultimately approve a check on for says see could now quota or the court aqua defending home now name what the same people to jar or did this say OSP and shall be when you bet about financial loss in Yama Baby, Yanko, Yaputi, NDC Lawyer, in some honor so to drive OSP,
If I were the finance minister, I would ignore you totally because you don't know the law. The man stated that he is seeking medical attention. His lawyers offered assistance. Why didn't you give them the opportunity? Whatever the information they provide, take it. If you need more, ask. If they do not cooperate, request that their client produces the necessary documents. If he refuses, execute the appropriate search warrant. That should be the order. If you believe you have enough evidence to prosecute him, why the unnecessary press conference? Just proceed to the law court. The law allows for trials in absentia. That is what we expect, not storytelling, sharing crocodile tears, and playing awoof music. Instead, you have wasted valuable time and public resources on grandstanding and unnecessary announcement as serving in the office of the special prosecutor. You have indeed wasted huge public resources. You have in effect caused financial loss to the republic by spending unnecessary hours beating the gong instead of doing the job. This has been your line of action since being appointed as the special prosecutor. I mean, you know how much was I mean, teacher. You ever tried your sorry, Chirimwan? Obe catch the Ghana for you and say, oh, she share finance minister. Now, will be a woo. What I catch there and say, only the lawyer said, didn't come. Hospital crowd down, you saw a giant her, only hospital didn't go. Doctor Kurano, I war her no man a giant, and only doctor didn't come. Yet then will be also her no woman. Oh, 2 minutes and the premier saying, you know, bear no deals out. Now, you'll be also who know back to the Ghana for any day. Now, all cardiac said the special prosecutor said, Newman no beja hockey can in Yamraso. And Mradimuno, 1. So, what's so be the Bonia? There was any panina queen and the church and insim. The lawyers were one information being free on hope. The doctors also had a wire free no hope. Then I had information being free no. Opaja was the medical and the panel wanted. And when Yamraso. Now, so what's what got enough evidence to say the panel de Bonia? Over your press conference that Friday. Law court will go straight to the law court because you're not applying for trying absentia, and they say, any but you to me be a case, a dinasem. You be said in Tamakulu. Said in Tamakulu was tried in absentia and convicted. Every number price into Casa be benefit him. Now, according to our lawyer Thaddeus, Kesi Jaben since he appointed as special prosecutor, and for so be my offices, a wasting of public resources, a wasting of available time. The way you know a grandstanding any unnecessary announcement, spending huge hours beating the gong instead of doing the job. And Yet to be charged for causing financial loss because he's totally caused financial loss to the state without prosecuting anyone. And a lawyer Thaddeus assign to Asubio. I say, and what of the officials, the national security officials, you condemned without fact? You told the entire country that what they did was staged. Now let me ask you, was what you said based on any formal report? Because the national security operatives also confessed that they acted within their statutory mandate of carrying out a search in the residence of Ken Oforiatta. So, did you cross-check that before your public pronouncement that was false with regards to what was brought to the view of the general public by the national security? Let them do their work if you have nothing to add to what they are doing. Our laws uphold two cardinal principles of justice. So, fundamental are these rules that they are regarded as natural. One of these, which is the subject of my reflection today, is the principle that no person should be judged without the opportunity to be heard. Every individual must be given the chance to explain their actions before judgment, even if their explanation appears unjustifiable or outright foolish. This right is inherent regardless of who the person is or claims to be. Some argue that apart from God's direct instruction to Adam not to eat the forbidden fruit in the Garden of Eden, the second rule God established by example was the principle of hearing before condemnation. When Adam and Eve ate the forbidden fruit, both God and Adam knew that the inevitable had occurred. Yet, instead of instantly casting them out, God first sought Adam out, engaged him, and asked for an explanation. Being all-powerful, God could have wiped them off the face of the earth without discussion, but he did not. This principle was echoed in the New Testament when Nicodemus, in response to those who sought the immediate condemnation of Jesus, wisely asked, "Does our law judge any man before it hear him and know what he doth, and know what he doeth?" Recently, reports emerged that certain individuals entered the residence of the former minister. The special prosecutor appeared to know who they were. He was certain, at least, that they were not armed robbers or thieves, but yet still carried on to tell the entire nation that whatever activity that went on in the house of the former finance minister was staged. So, how did the OSP know that whatever went on in the house was staged when CCTV cameras appeared vice versa? But if I may ask, who made the special prosecutor the judge of all official duties? What authority does he have to determine whether a state official is indeed sick and receiving medical attention elsewhere, and that he or she receiving medical attention is acting lawfully or unlawfully? Disagreeing with an action is one thing, but declaring it wrongfully or even criminal without knowing the full fact is another. The special prosecutor did not know the full fact before running to our screens to declare that someone who is sick is not sick. And then came the needless statement that the official duties of the national security in the house of former finance